Jana Duggar isn't quite black sheep of the Duggar family, but she's 27 years old and still not married. That makes her unique among the Duggars' adult daughters. But some wonder if that's about to change, and not just because she appears to be in a courtship with Caleb Williams. The Duggars keep posting photos of her and referring to her as precious. Are Jim Bob and Michelle preparing for their eldest daughter to finally leave the nest? Jana Duggar, counting on. Thanks to some eagle-eyed cyber sleuth fans of the Duggars who can look past a photo of oranges and recognize furnishing at a glance, it's all but confirmed that Jana Duggar and Caleb Williams are in a courtship. Now, Caleb is one of 4 different men with whom Jana has been linked in 2017. And by linked, we mean that people have considered the possibility that Jana and these men have had platonic conversations while being supervised. Caleb Williams has been spending one-on-one time with Jim Bob Duggar, leading many to believe that he's trying to earn Jana's father's approval. At least, many people struggle to think of why anyone with a choice in the matter would be spending time around the Duggar family patriarch unless they are courting one of his daughters with the possible intention of marrying her. But there's more to these questions about Jana's possible impending matrimony than just that she seems to be cozying up to Caleb. The Duggars recently posted this throwback photo of Jana with Josie. The picture of the family's eldest and youngest daughter in a restaurant is from a few years ago. Josie is now 7 years old. The caption, on the Duggars' official Facebook page, reads, "A couple years ago with sweet sisters. These girls are precious to me." Followed, of course, by a bubblegum pink heart emoji. On its own, it's just a throwback pic of 2 bookends of the Duggar daughters. But since the Duggars have been posting other photos of Jana in particular, among their ever-growing brood of children and grandchildren, we have to ask if there's more to this. When we think of Jim Bob and Michelle, we think of a lot, and none of it involves being sentimental or caring. But, in their own very disturbed way, they are very attached to their children. Maybe this is their way of showing that they're feeling sentimental about Jana quite possibly preparing to, finally, get married. In real life, nobody has to get married, and 27 is a perfectly reasonable time to be single. In the topsy-turvy world of the Duggarverse, Jana's practically an old maid. After all, Jana has been a staple of the household for nearly 3 decades. Having a family member suddenly depart after what's bound to be a short engagement can be quite an adjustment. Of course, if Jana and Caleb are courting and considering marriage, then she's singing a different tune than she was earlier this year. Jana Duggar, a picture. Previously, Jana Duggar told TLC's cameras, "There have been different guys come along and ask, but they haven't been the right one. That's a normal experience for most people. It's just one of those things. I'm not just out to get married to the first one who comes along. That's a good way to operate." We'd point out, as many fans have, that her adult sisters haven't seemed to be nearly so picky. To many fans, it appears that Jana's siblings did indeed get married to the first ones who came along. There's nothing wrong with making your choices carefully, but we wonder what, if anything, makes Caleb Williams stand out above all of the rest. We'd ask Jana, but, of course, since she isn't married, she's not allowed to be on social media. She was born in 1990, folks.